Hey everybody, Blugoblin here. Thank you for joining me for my latest Midtown Comics stash. Courtesy, I got these books here to review, courtesy of my bro, TheMtVernonKid, and of Midtown Comics. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with Image Comics, The Bounce, number 5. I like the cover. Joe Casey and David Messina they've made this series very, very trippy again. Very, very, like, whoa, dude, look at my hand. Kind of storytelling in here. Just more and more the same as it was when the series began, rather than how it was the past couple of issues. But I didn't mind it. I thought it was still very well read, very well told, and I've always believed this, but now I definitely believe this. This is not a comic book series meant for kids. Because I'm going to go ahead and spoil this. There is a graphics, well, it's not too graphic, but there is a sex scene in this book. And I'm sure now everybody's going to run out and go buy it now that I've said that. But yeah, this was very trippy, but still very fun. I did enjoy it. Alright, moving on to Valiant, we got The Eternal Warrior, number 1. Oh, man. I was talking with Chris the other day on the phone about this, and he said it was going to be like Highlander, and he was right. This was a really good first issue of Eternal Warrior. I thought it was really good. Greg Pak did a good job with the writing. You know, the Eternal Warrior himself is, leading his army, and we get to see, how he deals with the loss of his son. Oh my God! His own daughter kills her own brother right there in front of him. This guy's daughter is just bloodthirsty. I mean, really bad. And even though this guy is immortal, he sees that he'll only kill other men in battle or for honor or self-defense. He will not harm women and children. His daughter just loves to kill. And the rest of the storytelling was going on pretty solid, but then we got to the end of the book, and I went, whoa, nice. This was good. Moving on to Dynamite, we got Miss Fury, issue number 6. Oh, man. You want to talk about strange. Here you go. You got Miss Fury trapped in the past, and the love of her life no longer exists, apparently. Then she realizes later on in this issue that she's in a time period that actually exists in time where her and her true love never came to be. And then we learn more about that near the end of the book, and that's where it gets really, really, ooh. This shit's getting really real in here, and I'm loving it. It's been a solid read. This was fun issue, very heavy on the drama, indeed. Good stuff. I really can't say anything bad about this issue. So good. Moving along, we got Unlikely Heroes Studios with issue 1 of Super. As soon as after I saw Chris review this, I was like, man, that must have been fun. And then I saw it in the stash that he sent me, and I went, yeah, because I really wanted to read this, but getting a hold of it down here might have been a little bit of a problem. But I'm glad he sent this to me, because this was incredible. This was so much fun. This has everything I could ask for in a comic book. Great action, good drama, incredible comedy, good writing, good solid artwork, and a bunch of what the fuck moments. This book had absolutely everything a comic book geek could ask for a comic book. And we're only on the first issue. That's saying a lot. This was incredibly fun, very, very action-packed. I never got tired of reading it. It was a bit dialogue heavy, but I didn't care. It was fun, I enjoyed it, and the cliffhanger at the end made my jaw drop. This was awesome. If you could find this at your local comic book shop or at a Hastings or any place that sells comic books, if you find this book, do yourselves a favor and buy this bastard. You will love it. Alright, moving on to IDW. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles New Animated Adventures, issue number 3. Krang is the being known as Krang, which is known as the cover. This is so good. Yeah, Chris, I'm ribbing on you, man. I know you hate the way the Krang talk, but for me, it's so stupid, it's silly, and sometimes I like it. You know, when the Krang in here, the Turtles do indeed confront the Krang, but the way they come across the Krang in this issue was very, very nice. You know, Michelangelo stays up all night watching zombie movies, and it fucks with his imagination, and now all of a sudden he's going out skateboarding in the city. He thinks he's seeing zombies, and the Turtles, you know, Splinter makes the Turtles go out there and see if he's right about it and everything, and they accidentally stumble across the Krang in their diabolical mission. And this was very nice, and I loved the way the Turtles dealt with the Krang, involving the zombies, if you will. Very nicely done. Don't want to spoil everything, but there's one thing I must giggle about is Donatello. He's in a very perilous spot in this issue, and he yells out, "Guys, I'm not going to make it. If you see April, tell her I love her. I mean that I have certain feelings for her." And like, I love it. They're sticking true to that angle that Donatello has a mad crush on April. They're sticking to this particular incarnation of the Turtles. And the way they dealt with the Krang, it was very, very well handled, and it had a laugh at the end. A solid issue, solid read, a must-have for any hardcore Ninja Turtles fan. If you're a Turtles fan like I am, like Chris is, you will love it. It's great. Alright, moving on to Vertigo. We got The Wake, number 4 of 10. Scott Snyder and Mr. Murphy continuing the storyline. Sometimes I don't know what to think about this series. You know, and it's like it's getting kind of gritty for the crew in this story. There are some casualties in here, and it's really gruesome. This is going to be one of those really gruesome comic book series, okay? So it's not for the faint of heart, and I definitely do not recommend this to children. No, I don't. There's some gruesome death moments in here, and there is some brief nudity. But the storytelling itself is very, very well handled. It feels like one of those. It feels like an action movie done on paper, and I think it was really well handled. You know, the crew is trying to find ways to deal with these sea creatures and everything, and they actually come up with a plan that doesn't sound that bad. But then once they start doing this, and then we get to the, oh my God, that cliffhanger. Seriously, Mr. Snyder, how did you pull that out of your ass? This was good. This was really good. Could not believe that cliffhanger. Alright, we're ending this stash with Dark Horse Comics. We're ending it with X, number 5. Yeah, number 5. Dwayne Straczynski and Dustin Eugen continue the storyline in here. Now, the storyline involving the guy with the pig face, his name escapes me at the moment, but that story is over with. It's time to move on to the next story involving X and his little reporter friend here. But this I got a personal laugh out of because X and the reporter are dealing with 3 new villains in here. 2 of them are called, you know, Mother Nature, and the other one's called like the Mother of Invention or something like that. I forgot what the third one guy is called, but these 3 people are just flat out ruthless. I mean, these people are just pure, flat out bastards. And X makes it a point, you know, to deal with them in his own way. So he has his little reporter friend try to set up a message for them, but she gets busted, and it all leads up to a big climactic fight with X. And even though X is really banged up from his last struggle, he still finds a way to deal with these people. Now, the thing I noticed is that his reporter friend, Lee, I think her name is Leah or Lee, she it says you were just going to kill them. You were just going to, she said, you were supposed to just send them a message, not kill them. And X is like, well, they didn't take the message, you know, or they didn't, or you were supposed to just give them a warning, not kill them. And he's like, well, they ignored the warning, you know. And I just find it weird. I mean, this girl knows he will kill if he has, or if he has to. But it just seems kind of weird that we're on issue 5 and she's just, it comes off like she's just now developing a problem with it. I don't really know. But once again, very solid and very gruesome. Very gruesome, but it works for this kind of storytelling. It was great. I enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what they're going to go through next. It's really, really well done. Yeah, X number 5. Good stuff. All right. Well, that's all I got for this particular stash, everybody. I want to thank you all for watching. Big thanks to my bro, my student, one of my best friends in the world, TheMtVernonKid. And thanks to Midtown Comics for sending me the books. Please subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to go over to my Blugoblin X channel and subscribe there. Don't forget about Dark Avenger Inc. Plus. And thanks again, everybody. And until next time, I'll see you all later.